guys, welcome back to a very exciting episode of Hook and Bass 92. In today's exciting episode, we are going to do some more bass fishing at my pond. But I'm going to change spots. I'm going to go to the spot where the playground is and where the rocks are, just to change it up and see if those fish are finally active and then they are done spawning. So I got two rod and reels today on my Mock Lose Speed Stick 1. I don't have the 2 with me, and my Fluger spinning rod. I'm going to throw topwater bait today just because it is cloudy and it looks like it's about to rain. So hopefully the topwater frog does its job. And if that doesn't do its job, I have a tube. And again, guys, I carry my book bag, so I have a lot more baits to use if those two baits don't work. I'm hoping to catch a big bass today, but if I can catch some crappie and bass on these lures, that's fine with me. So hopefully we can get our personal best today, which my personal best is at that pond, and it is 4 pounds. So if I can catch anything over 4 pounds, I will be very happy. So, I mean, I got to get going just because it's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock. It looks like it's getting windy out right now, so I need to pack up my stuff right now. I'll see all of you guys at the pond. Okay, this should be a good spot to start off. I'm actually on the other side of where I usually fish. I just want to come here because I see carp everywhere, and looks like the bass are kind of very shallow just because it's been very hot for like 3 weeks straight. So the water temp should be around 70 degrees, maybe even more. So I got a tube on this little Fluger rod. I'm just gonna kind of bounce it up and down across the bottom. There should be bass over by the rocks or in this general direction just because there's big logs and stuff. Hopefully we can hook into something before it rains. Let's come over here. Whoa! Come over here and see. I see some bluegill. All I see is bluegill. Should be some bass in this area that wants to bite. I don't really want to go to the spillway because I saw people fishing over there, and when that is heavily fished, it seems like the fish do not want to bite. So I'm just going to change, like I said, I'm going to change spots, see if we can get anything, and see if we can get a lot of fish, because I have not caught a bass in like 2 weeks. I think there's people over there are catfishing. If you can see from that camera, because I know the GoPro doesn't zoom in that much, but I think there's people are catfishing from where I could see. Don't want to get in their way. If this spot doesn't work, we will just make our way around the rocks, all the way up to that bridge over to my right, and just we'll walk back and keep throwing this tube. And I got a topwater frog. It's cloudy. See if we can get anything. Okay, so I just got done fishing. I was out there for like, what, 2 to 3 hours, and I did not get any fish in the big pond, so I decided to move to the small pond, and right when I moved to the small pond, I switched to a Senko on a wacky rig, and what that did for me was, as soon as I threw it in there, the bass bit right away. I caught 4 bass in a matter of, 5 to 10 minutes. And I was just thinking about putting those bass in my fish tank, like a micro bass fish tank with a 125 gallon, which should be big enough for them. And I mean, to be honest, you don't have to go to the pet store and go buy fish because those get pretty expensive. So I might do that. Comment below and let me know if you guys ever tried that with a bass or a bluegill. If you caught the fish in the pond and you put it in an aquarium that you had. So yeah, that's about it. I did catch 4 fish. It took me about 3 hours to do, and on my very last cast, I started catching fish, and I caught 1, I caught the second one, I caught the third one, and I caught the 4th one. So yeah, that's about it for that episode, and that just teaches you guys a lesson not to give up so easily when things are getting hard. Just keep fighting through it, and eventually you'll reach your goal. But yeah, that's about it for today's episode. You guys can do me a big favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And as always, catch big fish. Have a great day.